All right, what's up, everybody? Just want to do a quick video. Just kind of talking about the room, and it is a mess right now. I've got boxes and stands and tables and stuff everywhere because we've added some things, and I just want to show you around, kind of show you what I'm working on. I was going to do a separate video about this, but I ended up not doing that video just because uh, I was I've really been just wanting to get it done as opposed to broadcast it. Then I wanted to make this video. So a couple of different things. I've added some calyx across the bottom. I had my detofs held up with a few shelves, and I went to the calyx system just because I thought that it would be a little bit better system. For me, there is a little bit of a gap there, and there are 7 shelves across that you guys are used to seeing. A few things have changed in those 7 shelves, but one of the goals with this system or with this situation was to make sure that A, I was able to display more stuff, and B, I was able to, get all of my shelves a little bit more uniform. Now, I still have stuff across the top. This is a new piece that you guys haven't seen yet, this Optimus Prime. Hey, what's up, Mr. Hernandez? Good morning. And so, you got this right here. That is, I think, a really cool Optimus that I will be opening at some point. That's the MPO1, I believe. And I've got this Vulture up here because I'm going to be taking him out of the box and doing some different things with the Vulture piece and Spider-Man. That's actually part of the room. So you guys will see that when it happens. But I do have like some of my other, they're not Marvel Legends, I forget what those things are, my Marvel Selects. I have those, and then these are the Legends that I'm going to keep. I have about 50 Legends on the table outside of this room that are going to be sold, so I thinned my Legends out quite a bit to the ones that I just wanted to keep. I also, I'm gonna step on my dog. She's sitting right here on the floor beside me. Hey, Sasha. I also thinned out my pops to really just the ones that people gave me that are special to me, and the ones that I plan to keep that are sci-fi or horror related. So that's where that is right now. And up top, I moved my Hulk Buster, and I moved the Hulk up on top of these new detolfs that you guys haven't seen before because they didn't exist. And I do have these on risers, but they're on bed risers, so they're not on the floor. So that gave them a little bit of extra height. And then I've got the Infinity Gauntlet there, and I've got my Build-A-Figure Hulk, Gladiator Hulk, and my Build-A-Figure, guess that's my Build-A-Figure Hulk Buster. I think that's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is there. And then I've got the Infinity Gauntlet. So I've got to do a little bit of work with this because this space isn't amazing, but I do like it when you walk in the room to see the Hulk and the Hulk Buster. I may switch these around, but I hadn't decided. But I do love this face-off because I think it's pretty awesome. So, I've added Punisher down here at the bottom, which I think is amazing. And I've moved Leatherface to this side, so that's kind of cool. You really can't see him because he's getting blocked on both of my Leatherface figures. I've got both my pinheads there. And that's something that I like to do. I like to put like stuff in the same detail because I just like giving you multiple things to look at, and I really like the way these displays are turning out. I've got my Mezco Hellboy from part 1 back there still in package, and then I picked this guy up the other weekend on a toy hunt for like 20 bucks. Hey, what's up, man? And so, A1. And so that one was cool. So I got Hellboy 1 and Hellboy 2 from Mezco, which is sick. We've also got, of course, my Ron Perlman Hellboy statue, which I love. Lot of stuff going on. I don't have anything lit yet, you guys, so I'm just kind of walking you around. You've seen my pumpkin head display. This is the one that I repainted to make. I like giving stuff the wet look, as you can tell. I've got both my Candyman there, my McFarlane with the Nun, and with Michael Jackson. I've consolidated that. I have changed some things on my toy shelf here, just kind of showing you my horror shelf. I did add a riser in there. And I've got, thanks A1, I appreciate it. I've got Machete, I've got Devil, I've got all my different Chuckies. And somebody asked in the last video, was I gonna get the Tiffany and Chucky 2-pack? And I was like, no. And the reason I'm not is look at all these Chuckies. I got 3 versions of Chuckies. I got the original good guy. I've got the part 2, which is one of my favorites. And then I've got the torn off face part 3, I believe. but I've got the OG Michael Myers from McFarlane. We got Leatherface back there. We got Darkman. We got the Headless Horseman, whose head does pop off. One of my favorites, the Tall Man, Angus Grimm, Beetlejuice, and we have the Big Chap. So I just wanted to spread some of this out. And there's Machete right there, and gives a little bit of space. Oh, and before I forget, Gizmo, he's not ready to play either. He's got his bow in his hand, and he's got his light 'em up arrow, and he got those eyes turned. Sick figure. I haven't shown you guys this one before, but I put Gizmo out on display because why not? All right, so another thing that I really wanted, and again, this is all about the stuff that I want to see every day, guys, and I'm filming this one with my smartphone, not a camera, so if it's a little shaky, bear with me. And let me open up because I really want to show this. I've got this space open for a reason, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. But right here, this is a shelf that I'm really proud of and that I really want to display, and this is really why I got into collecting. This is all of my Night of, Dawn of, Shaun of zombies. And we've got Bubba Hotep in the back. We've got Machete, which is Tom Savina from Land of the Dead in the far back. We've got Big Daddy in the middle, sporting that gun right there. We've got the Butcher. We've got two versions of Flyboy. We've got Dr. Tongue from Day of the Dead. We've got the Plaid Shirt Zombie, two versions. This is the NECA and this is the Mezco versions. And we've got Sean with his record, and he's holding the wiffle bat, and he's got the flowers for mom. So just a sick shelf. I am missing the tambourine zombie, which I hope to acquire very soon. And there's Bubba Hotep right front and center in the back. So I do plan to do a little bit of work on this shelf, but man, I love this shelf. I love looking at it because I love zombies, and this to me is like amazing. Let's talk about Jason. All right, Mr. Hernandez, let's get down here. Well, let's get to this shelf first. So my dog is licking my foot. Hold on. So she's licking my foot. Back's is hanging out. All right, let's get back to this shelf. This is another shelf that I'm really proud of. The Reanimator shelf. Got the head there. Got two separate heads in this one shelf. Got the green goo. If you've ever seen the Reanimator, the green serum, he's holding it. Dr. West is super sick. I moved one of my Pennywise figures, and I'll show you why in a second, but this is the one with the alien hands. There's my custom 2018 Michael Myers. There's my custom that I bought Michael Myers that's using that Meebo style Jason Part 5 body with the cloth coveralls. Night of the Demons. And then we've got Evil Ed or Deadite Ed, and then Henrietta, and they're both facing off with that man Ash with the boomstick and the chainsaw, and another Chucky hanging out in the background pointing that thing at you. And we've got the Necronomicon right up front. So really like this shelf. Really cool. I will show you the NECA turtles, but I didn't buy the small ones, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. So just hang on, we're gonna get there. Next shelf, going down. This, you guys have seen this before, except some things have changed. So now we've got a Mezco Jason in the mix that I had from Cinema of Fear, which is awesome. I just unboxed this last night. Amazing figure. Really like it a lot. Behind him, we got the NECA Part 3. So we got two Part 3s and we got a Part 2. I do have the reissue Part 2, but this is the one that came with this diorama. Of course, we've got a Part 4 with the dual X, and the pants are a little different, as you can tell, between those two and that one. We've got a Jason Takes Manhattan. We've got a McFarlane Jason Goes to Hell. I will be trying to get the Jason Goes to Hell from Mezco that they released. There's the remake Jason, and then this is Mrs. Voorhees in head form and in figure form. So I really dig this shelf. And we've got the swap out heads for both, for all three. And we've got the Jason Voorhees tombstone. I've got the Pamela Voorhees tombstone somewhere. All right, so I switched these guys out as well on this bottom shelf, and I put my Matty Collector, some of my Matty Collector, and just some of my other figures in here to kind of fill it out. But this is one of my favorite figures, period, which is my Lion-O from Matty Collector. This thing's going for stupid money now, and I've had him like under my bed for like the last year, so I felt bad and I want to take him out. Here's my Mezco bigger figures that we have. They're really cool. Wanted to put them on display together, Mumra and Lion-O. Yes, Baxi. And then this is another, Baxter's going into the shelf. It did. Here's another Mumra that I really like the way he looks. I do want to get little old man mummer from Matty Collector. So at some point I'm going to do that, but I just haven't done it yet. All right, let's get over here. Let me move this out of the way because my computer's on it, to the turtle shelf. And let's actually start up top. So again, like I told you guys, man, I've been busy. I've been changing stuff around. So straight up, you see my 80s shelf, 80s, 90s shelf. I guess technically 70s, 80s, 90s shelf, but you see Voltron, you get my Optimus Prime, just looking sick. You get Prince Adam, He-Man, and Skeletor, which I absolutely love. And these two figures right here are what kicked off my obsession again. I wasn't really collecting, I was only looking a lot, and I pulled the trigger and bought both of those figures for $100, $50 each. And that kicked it off, and I hadn't even displayed them, so I just wanted to put them out there because I appreciate them so much. My quarter scale turtles, you got Mikey and Donnie. Then you have the Playmates version from the cartoon, which I thought was important to display. And I thought it was better to display these than to go out and buy the NECA 6, 7 inches again, because it didn't really make sense to duplicate the services. Then we've got Trenchcoat, Raphael, and you got Leonardo, and then you have their counterparts down here at the bottom. Let me know what you guys think about that setup, but I think it looks really cool to have kind of the movie and the TV show versions together. I'm only going to show you guys shelves that changed. I'm not going to show you anything that did not change just because for time. With the Michael Myers shelf is the same, so we can bypass that. I did change the Predator shelf a little bit, and I put all 3 here. I'm waiting on my Wolf Predator from Hot Toys still, so if that ever ships, he'll go in here too. It's going to be a tight fit, but we're going to make it work. This is a shelf that I think is really cool. And I haven't hooked up my lights yet, but this is a Rumble in the Jungle kind of shelf. I thinned out my Predators and only put the ones that I really liked in here. So I've got the Cloaked Jungle Hunter and the Cloaked Fugitive watching. I've got the original OG Jungle Hunter and Dutch squaring off for the final fight. And I've just got a lot of different Bad Blood, the regular Fugitive, just different Predators that I thought had to get the OG in there because he's just so sick, and they're just looking because it's about to go down. And this is just a sick display, in my opinion. Let me get down even further so I can show you the next display and who the Temple Guard fell over. But we've got the Temple Guard standing there, and we've got 3-on-3. We've got Scar, Celtic, and Chopper. We've got the Old Man. We've got the Temple Guard, and we've got Wolf. So this is pretty much an AVP shelf, with the exception of the, I guess, the Master Predator, if you will. But he's sitting on the bone throne. I forget what his name is, this Predator. But he's got the tentacles and everything, but he's really sick. And I've got him standing on top of this alien who's reaching out for help. Because they've caught him and they're going to do really bad things to him. So just a really sick display, in my opinion, as well. All right, let's move on. Let me get up without knocking anything over, you guys, because I got this table in the way because I'm still working. I just wanted to give you an update. This shelf is probably my favorite. My Pennywise shelf, I changed some things and I moved it up, number 1. But you've got my quarter scale, my 1/6 scale custom with the regular head and the battle damage head. You've got the new Pennywise, and then you've got the old school, which is my favorite, full of balloons pointing, just kind of having a good time. And then you've got the new Pennywise waving with his single balloon, and that just looks so creepy. And together they look great. And this whole shelf looks really good, in my opinion. And then my Jason shelf changed a little bit. I opened some stuff. So I've got representations of in 1/6 scale, and also in the 7 6-inch scale. So I've got my custom part 5 with my custom part 5, my NES versions, and then my part 7s, my custom part 7, and then this is the NECA part 7 that is going for stupid money. I took it out of the package because I'm crazy, but I wanted to display it, and I think it looks cool to have these double representations. All right, moving down one other shelf. You guys have kind of seen this. That's all my 1/6 scale stuff, part 1, part 2, and part 1 remake. But then you've got the 1/12, part 1, Trick or Treat. And then you got the NECA 2018, which I think looks amazing. And somebody might ask why I don't display them with the blown off finger hand, and it's because I like my Michael Myers when I can to look clean before he kills, except for part two because he's already taken damage there. Yeah, displaying is where it's at. I've added some extra ash down here. So I've got the 1/6 scale dude, and then I've got my Jason from part 6. We've got Old Man Ash holding it down with Deadite Ash with the tape recorder, which is cool. You got the Necronomicon and Henrietta's head biting him on the ankle. You've got my Kotobukiya Jason statue, and I believe this is a Mezco part 7, 12-inch. None of this stuff changed over here. Jason's the same. Jason's the same. And I'm sorry it's not very lit, you guys. I got to get the lights plugged up because I just moved all this stuff, me and my wife. So there's another statue which is really sick right there, which is one of my favorite representations of Freddy. This is an old sideshow, but there's my other sideshow Freddy, which is the 1/6 scale. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up soon. I added the furnace from NECA to go with the original Freddy from NECA, which is really cool. The Robert Englund sculpt, and I just really like the way that that looks together. All of that, it just gives you a nice representation. You guys let me know what you think, but I think that furnace really adds a lot because you kind of get the furnace base, but I like that look of Freddy here because you get him burned, and then you get the before burn, which is kind of cool. I moved Jason over here with the other Jasons. Yeah, there's a lot of movie maniacs in here, and I've got the little posters that go with them, but I don't display them because I just don't have space. But there's the sideshow and sideshow, so that's kind of cool to see both representations of that. Um, is this glass still open? Oh, I'm tripping. All right, so still got a lot of stuff to put up. Somebody just asked about movie maniacs. That Candyman is a movie maniac. That Michael Myers is a movie maniac. I've got a movie maniac Leatherface. I've got a lot of movie maniacs that are around here in different capacities. Um, that Jason that goes to hell's a movie maniac. So there are quite a few. All right, so couple of other things. So I moved some figures. I stored my Deadpool. I just got stuff everywhere. I got to put this head up somewhere. And I've got figures down here, so I moved Thor down here in my other Deadpool, 1/6 scale, so it's getting crowded down here, but it is what it is. And I can light this up, so let me turn on some lights that are normal. There we go. So I put these guys down here, if you can see them, kind of, sort of, and love that shredder. Oh my God. I know NECA's coming out with a 1/4 scale shredder, but this 1/6 is the shredder for me. Sick. Got my Jokers and Batmans and things like that. So, and my Baxter. Get out of the way, buddy. So, this is my favorite. Captain America, custom sculpt. Sick. Ghost Rider, sick. Punisher, sick. And I'm probably gonna move that Punisher with the other Punisher just because you guys know I like to do that. And I just thought about it. I did add Bishop up here, but I want to move him. I just stuck him up here for right now. So he's gonna be like looking. Yeah, that shredder is sick. I'm gonna have him looking at this and like testing it, maybe putting a light there or something up front, kind of doing something. And I'm waiting on my Steven Spielberg. No, not Spielberg, my James Cameron, my Colonel Cameron figure. And he's gonna go in here somewhere. And then be above that, I wanna put a diorama maybe here, if you can see my shadow. And I wanna have my Alien diorama, which is my part 1, because I know you guys want to see that, and I want to have them on top of each other for continuity. All right, so I got to figure out still what to do with this stuff because this stand is going away. So all of my Walking Dead, I love to display them. I just don't have anywhere to display them. So for right now, they're going to stay in package until I have a space because I want to separate the comic stuff from the non-comic stuff. And then I've got like my Stranger Things stuff and a few other things that I just have no idea what I'm going to do with them right now. Picked this guy up the other day, and I'm super excited. Oh, yeah, and I put some other stuff on my desk in my room. I'll show you that later. But I was able to get my Goro. This is the 1/12 scale. And this is from Storm Collectibles. This is my first Storm Collectibles piece, I think. I don't want to lie to you. But, oh my God, is he amazing, even in package. But this Goro looks sick. I've got the Hulk's box in here from Hot Toys because I was doing some different stuff trying to figure out looks. But this looks super sick. So I'll be doing something with that soon. I bought this for one of my students that I work with because he is a huge Sentai, Super Sentai and Power Rangers fan. So I got this for him, and I hope John likes this a lot when he gets it. And yeah, this is really cool. So hopefully he'll be happy with that. Now let me show you what's next. Oh, and I've got my Spider-Man out here, and I forget what brand this is. Somebody tell me what brand this is, but I can't remember. I sold the rest of them. I can't remember, but I kept Spider-Man, and he used to ride on top of the Hulk's neck, but the Hulk's about to fight, so he can't, have him as a distraction. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let me clear some space so I can show you what's going on this shelf right here. So I've been busy, and I got back into these guys, the SH Figure Arts, and this is one that I picked up. So this is the Son Goku. This is the older one, but this is the Super Saiyan Awakening, Super Warrior Awakening version. Really cool. So I've got that one. These are just my starters, so nobody, have a cow. My dog's I also picked up this one. You got to get this one for the price, but this is just the OG Goku. Really cool. So these are going to go into that display. And what's sad is I sold all of these off like a year ago, and or the ones that I had that were in package, like all my Super Saiyan Blue and stuff. And man, I hate it because now I got to go get them again, and it just sucks. Then we got the Son Goku on the cloud. We got the Nimbus in there. Just super sick. Really excited. And you guys, if I hadn't said this to you, but I am a huge Vegeta fan. He's my favorite. So had to have this guy. And I am going to do some panel lining and some additional shading for this outfit. But this is the newest version with the Scouter with the folded arms. Super sick. And last but not least, had to get the Dragon Man. Gotta have him. Big Daddy Shenron. Look at that. So I know you guys have probably seen this already, but had to get Shenron, and he's got all the Dragon Balls right there. So really excited to have him in the display. That's why that shelf is so tall, because I think this guy is 11.5 inches. So I needed it. I'm going to A1. I'm going to do a separate video probably later on tonight. Just, if I don't do it tonight, it'll be tomorrow, where I just open these up and get them posed up so that I can have them ready for you guys. So yeah, there's my initial Dragon Ball. Oh, sorry. There's my initial Dragon Ball stuff. So really excited to deal with this and to do this stuff. This shelf is gonna, and I keep putting my fingers in the way. Let me just move my hand. Trying to be steady. I'm really excited to have those. And I had Dragon Ball, and I've been watching other people's videos. Brown Spidey and some other people, Josh Pence, and they are making me want to get back into it because I really love the series. It was like a staple when I was in high school and beyond, and I just really liked the Cell Saga and Frieza, and it's crazy. Oh yeah, and when I got them pops for you. Now I got about 30 pops out in my living room that I'm gonna be putting on eBay soon. All different types. I'm keeping most of my horror stuff. So if you look up here, let me get close so you can see, just so you can get a sample size. Let me move some stuff out of the way. Oh, I'm gonna drop my photo album. All right, so just to give you an idea, most of it is horror related stuff. I've got almost all the Pennywise. I don't have the metallic version, but I've got all the rest of them, and I can paint my own metallic as far as I'm concerned. But I've got all sorts of stuff. First figure I ever opened when I was a kid that I can really remember. I probably had others before him, but my Baxter Stockman from the original Playmates Turtles that came out when I was like in kindergarten. My mom came to school and gave me a bag full of turtles from Toys R Us. They were like $5 at the time. And I opened them up with my classmates. And the first one I grabbed was Baxter Stockman, and I just have a special affinity for him, so I just love that character. Not the one they remade, but just the original. Got stuff here, and I'll move some stuff around so you can see what's on that back row, just so stuff doesn't fall. But I've got a few more chases here. Got a Chase 11. I've got some other Chase figures here. Whoa, don't fall, baby. That Chase, got a Chase Hellboy back there, and now I'm scared because I think this is gonna fall. But yeah, I got a little bit of everything. That April O'Neil is, yeah, it's awesome. And I got, I got some non stuff too. I've got like, so when you get over this way, you get out of horror. My wife's got a few pops. She's got some I Love Lucy stuff. We're still looking for the rest of the Hocus Pocus pops. Got my Gladiator Hulk. Again, I'm a Shredder fan. Got some Hateful Eight pops. My wife bought me that Gizmo duck, so I'm keeping that. No, I got to have Vegeta. Ooh, oh, that monkey. There we got Shinran, so I've got a few Dragon Ball things. I've got, of course, some He-Man stuff back there and some Thundercat stuff and Voltron and a couple of different Jasons, a few glow-in-the-dark pops, some Stranger Things stuff, and there's Michael Myers. You can kind of see him peeking through the back. So got a lot of stuff. Love the Hellboy. I'm a big Hellboy fan, so yeah. And that's my wife's Audrey, and that's her other Audrey. So that's it, you guys. I will give you a finished tour once everything. Yeah, those horror dwarves are cool. I'll give you a real tour once I get everything situated and put together. I've still got some stuff, like I said, that I want to do, but this is just a work in progress. Like, this room was completely dumped out. As you can see, I've got boxes still everywhere. They got to go somewhere, and that's the problem when you collect big stuff. You really do run out of space, and so those. Let me turn around. Those are the things that you go into. So when you collect on a large scale, you do run out of space, and that's just something that you have to deal with. And so I only have this room. Yeah, I got some masks by NECA. They're up top, as a matter of fact. So hold on, let me show you. I'm looking off. I don't know how well you can see back here. Let's move this guy over here and move this guy over here. But there's two masks right there. My friend Josh and my friend Chris got me those for Christmas, which are awesome. So I'm gonna do a custom part 4 with one of them, and the other I'm gonna keep as a part 3. But they're still fresh in the box, and I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. There's a mask right there. So that's really cool. And I also want to obviously get a part 5 because that's my favorite version of Jason. Get out my toolbox. So, dogs get me in here. They're in here playing. So yeah, I'm really excited, guys, with the way the room is going. I'm trying to find space because you're here for Halloween. That's awesome. Because I do, Sasha, no, because I do want to. The next big thing that I'm gonna get is going to be the I guess it's a pop culture shop. They're 1/4 scale, 1/3 scale Michael Myers, which is a statue, and I've had it on pre-order, but I'm gonna be getting that, so that's huge. I'm also, let me sit down. I'm also going to be getting, I really want to get the Pennywise. I was talking to my wife about it last night from Prime 1. Baxter. But no Bruce Lee pieces yet, but I do plan to get some at some point. I do want to get the Prime 1. Prime 1's got like 6 pieces that I want, and they're all going to be like $2,000. They're just too expensive to get. And then I don't know where I would put them because I've already got to make space for Michael Myers because he's going in. That's just a given. But, hey, what up, Bruce? But there's also, Prime 1 just announced an Ash. That's going to look awesome. And if you guys would go check out Rad Titan, they were at a con this weekend. They showed a lot of Prime 1 pieces that were amazing. There's a lot of Predator pieces that I want out there that are statues, at least one for my collection. They just announced a Nun figure that looks amazing. I've already got a Nun 1/6 scale figure on pre-order, but I do want the statue, and I want that Ash because I just love Ash figures. So I would love to. I'm just going to have to find a spot for him if I can get him. And the problem with statues, you guys, just like anything else, is if you don't go ahead and get it when it's out, when it's on pre-order, once it gets to secondary market, it just explodes. And it's like, instead of paying $2,000, you're paying 4,000, 3,000. You know, so I don't know. It depends, because I've got, I'm gonna sell a lot of stuff to buy the Michael Myers, because he's $1,000, and that's expensive, for anybody's budget. But once you start getting a $2,000 and $3,000 consistently, so we'll see. Like I said, I've got a lot of stuff that I've got in the other room that I'm gonna sell, specifically legends and things, and it's just gonna be a pain in the butt. But I'm gonna sell them over like the next 5 months, up until summer, so I can get everything done. From the movie Ted. Oh, I need that. Yeah, it's cool. Did you find anything full circle towards that day? I'm sorry about that video too, guys. I don't know why it was so choppy and jacked up in there. It's normally not, but no, actually I found that Hellboy that I showed, the Hellboy. If you go back, Bruce, and watch this video after it loads, there was a Hellboy Mezco figure that they had for like 20 bucks. I had to get that, but he was like ducked off, and it was from the Golden Army, which is a movie I like. A lot of people are like, eh, but I thought it was really good, so I picked him up because I just had to have him. Will any of you guys be at Joe Lanta in March, the first weekend in March in Atlanta, Georgia? If you're close in the Southeast and you can travel, if you're into toys, I'm definitely going to be there. If you see me, let's take some photos and have a good time and have a conversation. It'd be great. My wife will be there with me. But we'll be at Joe Lanta on I think it's the 8th, which is that Saturday morning. So me and her will be there. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. And I will post that link in this video to my Instagram, so you can track me down. But I'm on there as my business, because I do have a video production business as well. So I post pictures of everything. But yeah, I'm on there for that. I want to also tell you guys in this video, because I know some of you watch for all kinds of content, but I am going to be talking about, I've got a controller video planned where I want to break down a new controller, and I really want to talk about it and maybe think about some mods that I might do. But also, I want to see if I want to discuss the PlayStation 5 that is coming up, because word on the street is that Sony's pulling support soon, going to PlayStation 5. Away from PlayStation 4. So I want to address that, and I want to address some of the changes that I feel would benefit the controllers, particularly the PlayStation 5 controller when it comes out. So I'm going to be talking about all that stuff. So, that's coming very soon, like in the next week or so. So stick around for that. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. I'd be glad to, come on, buddy. I'll be glad to answer them. I enjoy doing this, you guys. I enjoy you, and I appreciate you. So probably not going to go back live. I'm probably not going to go live again tonight, because I've got some stuff I need to do with the family, and I've got some work that I've got to do for work. And so I'm probably done with the room for today. So I know it's trashed, but this is how it's going to look until maybe tomorrow or next weekend. And we'll go from there. Ain't no problem, A1. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all the great comments. You guys are awesome. Have a great week. I know life gets tough, and I know things get hard, but just hang in there, persevere, and it will work out for you, I promise. And